I'm sharing 5 pieces of science-supported, research-backed advice from some of the most popular experts that have appeared on the Mel Robbins podcast in the last 12 months. Now, this is advice that has changed my life, and it's also changed the lives of listeners around the world, listeners who are just like you. And if you take a chance and you give the advice a try, I guarantee you are going to feel the impact, and it's going to help you create a better life. First up, we're going to cover a 10-day health reset that will change your life from the inside out. Dr. Mark Hyman is a renowned functional medical doctor, and he said this sentence on the podcast. Holy cow. When he said this, it made you and me both lean in. He said, you are only days away from optimal health. I'm going to say that again. You are only days away from optimal health. And in the clip that you're about to hear, Dr. Mark Hyman will explain the research that supports this fact that you're only days away from optimal health. I mean, how cool is that? Then he's going to walk you through his 10-day health reset. Now, this is the protocol that he has researched over the years and that he uses with his patients in his private practice. Let me tell you a little bit about Dr. Hyman before we jump into the advice that he shared. He is a medical doctor who is the head of strategy and innovation at the Cleveland Clinic Center for Functional Medicine. He is the founder and medical director of the Ultra Wellness Center, and he has written 14 New York Times best-selling books. And his 10-day health reset is one of the most viewed clips on my YouTube channel. It's also one of the most popular pieces of advice that anyone has ever shared on the Mel Robbins podcast. So let me set up what you're about to hear. Dr. Hyman has just shared this medical fact that your body is designed to heal itself. And you're going to hear me reacting to that and then asking him to explain what that means. And this is important because when you realize that your body is designed to heal itself, you'll understand exactly how his 10-day health reset that he's going to explain to you activates your body's natural healing capabilities so that you can tap into optimal health. So let's go to that clip where you're going to hear me asking Dr. Hyman to tell you about our body's intelligent design and the ability it has to heal itself. Dr. Hyman, you just said something that really struck me, which is that every single one of us, our bodies, has an intelligent healing system built into it. And I immediately thought about the fact that, we all know instinctively that if you cut your hand, your body knows how to heal itself.
Exactly.
And so
you don't have to go to the doctor to get a prescription to heal your hand. It just knows what to do. Right?
Yeah. And so can you just expand upon that for somebody who has never considered that concept? Yeah. That your body is designed, when you know how to take care of it, to heal itself. What the hell does that even mean?
It's really incredible. I mean, I literally get to be the witness to miracles every day. And people who are either wanting to just optimize their health and live a long, healthy life, or people who have end-stage diseases like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, autoimmune disease, dementia, whatever it is, ADD, depression. When you know how the body works, you can learn how to optimize its function, which is what we call it functional medicine. And then you get rid of the stuff that's impairing our ability to function properly, and you put in the stuff that the body needs to thrive. So you take out the impediments to health, you put in the ingredients to health. The body knows what to do. Well, most people don't connect the dots between what they're doing in their life, whether it's what they're eating or the toxins they're exposed to or the stress they're under, or the lack of sleep they're getting, or the fact that they may not move their bodies or learn how to do all these things. They don't know how that's impacting them. They don't know how close they are to feeling good. We're literally only a few days, not weeks or months, from feeling better.
Okay, hold on. We're only a few days away from feeling better.
Yes. It's really remarkable. I take people all over the world and I put them in these groups. We do these programs around the world and, longevity programs, detox programs, and we change their diet. We move them a little bit of yoga, not like running a marathon, but just gentle exercise, some simple body practices. And within 6 days, the average person reduces their symptoms from all diseases by 70%.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Your life is not predetermined by some genetic destiny. It's the life and the exposome, which is all the sum total of all the experiences you've had, all the toxins, all the thoughts, all the relationships, all the food you've eaten, everything, washing over your biology, creating the expression of who you are in this moment. And so that's a very empowering idea, because it doesn't just, something just didn't happen to you. You can actually be empowered to understand what those things are and change them and radically reverse your biological age, your health problems, your mental health, because the body has this incredible healing system, as we said.
Wow.
I think if people understand how powerful food is, they don't really have to listen to me. I mean, you can listen to this podcast, you can listen to a million other podcasts. Just for 10 days, change your diet and see what happens. Not for a year or 10 years, but 10 days. Anybody can do anything for 10 days. And when you do that, you literally take away all the potential inflammatory foods, all the foods that are causing you to have issues, which is typically gluten, dairy, sugar, processed
So what
foods.
is the 10-day? Just give us simple rules that you want everybody listening to try. This is a dare.
Let's go through a sample menu for a day, but it's basically protein and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and berries. And so you
hold on. You said that very fast. Protein,
vegetables, nuts and seeds, and berries. And lots of good fats, olive oil, avocados. Okay. So it's basically breakfast could be, for example, a couple of eggs with sliced tomatoes and avocado with olive oil on top. Lunch could be a big salad with lots of different veggies and tomatoes. I could throw a can of wild salmon on there.
Yep.
Put in some pumpkin seeds, just lots of good plant
Very
food.
colorful.
Very colorful. And dinner might be, some a big piece of fish or chicken or a nice small piece of meat with 3/4 of your plate should be vegetables. So
3/4 of your plate.
So like I'll have, like the other night I had like a purple sweet potato. I had some roasted mushrooms. I had, I can totally have like a roasted eggplant, whatever you kind of get excited about. Broccolini, I make cruciferous vegetables every day. These are the broccoli
What did
family.
you say?
Cruciferous vegetables.
What the hell were cruciferous?
Broccoli, basically. The broccoli
what does
family.
cruciferous mean?
It means broccoli, basically. Broccoli, collards, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, all those.
The fibery crap your grandmother served. Is that what you're saying?
It's this family of vegetables. It's a super family.
Got it.
Because it actually detoxes your cells. It helps prevent cancer.
Wow.
It boosts all the detox hormones molecules in your body.
So I want to stop you real quick because you posted something 2 days ago.
I did. What?
That was I'd never really thought about it this way. And it was, you'll probably say it better than me, but it was a very simple post that was like, your cells, your brain cells, like all of this stuff, your skin, that all is continuing to grow. It doesn't just grow out of thin air. It actually is impacted and grows from the raw materials that you give it. And so would you rather have cells that are made from a bag of Doritos?
Exactly.
Or cells made from a salad or a piece of fish? And when you boil it down that way, like, holy cow, what I put in my mouth is what I become.
Yeah, absolutely. You literally become what you eat. I mean, I just had someone on my podcast, the Doctor's Pharmacy, talking about the difference between, for example, pasture-raised bison and bison that were fed corn and feedlot bison, which are still better than
cows. And what
cows.
lab bison?
Feedlot bison, meaning grown on a factory farm.
Okay, got it.
And they measured 15 different 100 metabolites, and what they found was so different among the same genetically identical bison. One had all these incredible molecules that come from plants because it was eating all these grasses. It had different fatty acids. It had different vitamins in it, and different minerals in it, and it was just so profound. So you are what you eat, but you also are whichever you're eating. Right? And the whole thing goes up the chain. And we really have to get how powerful food is. And do an experiment. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to Mel. Listen to your own body. Your body's the smartest doctor in the room. It'll tell you what works and what doesn't. And when you stop this or that, you go, well, God, no, wait a minute. My joints don't hurt. Or wait a minute. I'm not having terrible reflux or heartburn anymore. Or I don't have migraines. What happened? Or my mood is better. What's going on? It's what you're eating.
Wow. What are the top things that people should, in this kind of 10-day window, stop eating? I
mean, anything that comes in a package, basically, I mean, if it's canned, sardines or salmon, that's fine. But basically, anything that comes in a package, can, or a box, get rid of it. If it's sugar, no. If sugar-sweetened beverages, no. Alcohol, no. And I sound like I'm a food Nazi, but what I'm saying is get rid of the grains and beans for a short time, because a lot of people have inflammation from that if they have a gut issue. Grains and beans are healthy and they're good for you, but for some people they can be a problem, right? It's just like peanuts are good for people, but if some people
what's the universal one? It's no gluten.
No gluten, no sugar, no dairy, no alcohol, no processed food.
Do you have any fun?
Absolutely. I have so much fun. I have so much fun every day.
I'm just kidding.
My whole life is fun. And I don't feel restricted. I don't starve myself. And the thing is, these foods are addictive, Mel. So people think, I gotta have, sugar. Well, can I have artificial? I know what people are thinking about. They're thinking, oh, Dr. Hyman, can I have artificial sweeteners? Or can I have, stevia? Or can I have,
is stevia okay?
Everybody's going it through their head. And if you are having this inner dialogue right now, I guarantee you have biological addiction to sugar because you're trying to find a way out. I'm going to stop smoking, but I'm going to vape, or I'm going to chew Nicorette gum. Well, that's not getting rid of your addiction.
Yes.
Right? And I think it's not your fault. And this is probably one of the biggest problems I have with the narrative in America, that we are blaming the person who's overweight for their problem. It's your fault that you're eating too much and not exercising enough, because that's the solution to weight loss. It's all about calories in, calories out. It's all about moderation. And if you can't do it, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
That's just a big, fat lie. And that keeps people feeling ashamed about themselves. It keeps them from being empowered to know what to do. It keeps the food industry free of responsibility. And it's one of the most unfortunate narratives that we have.
I love that he said it's not your fault. And you know what else I loved? Was this moment when he, one of the most respected functional medical doctors on the entire planet, made you the expert of your own health. And I hope you will take him at his word, that you take this experiment on, because Dr. Hyman just demystified how you can tap into the intelligent design and your body's natural healing process to tap into optimal health. And here's what else I loved. This costs you $0. I love the fact that the cells of your body do not grow out of thin air, but they grow from the raw materials that you feed it. I mean, it blew my mind. You're going to have to eat. Would you rather have your cells that are made from a bag of Doritos or a salad and really good protein? I hope that information sticks with you forever the way that it has for me. When I'm out and about, and I have the absolute honor of bumping into you, after we go, oh my God, and I started to notice that you all like the same episodes. And so today, you are going to get, but I feel like I need a drum roll.